Welcome to Grenade Shift, and I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And this is actually minute 27 of Fast and Furious.
I was right.
You were right. I was way off. I thought it was 28 or 9.
Right.
So silly.
But doesn't matter. We are at the mechanic shop of the nitro meth dealer. And
Yeah, I called him Hillbilly. That was the title of our last episode.
Yeah, he's rough looking.
Yeah.
And he's like, he must not know who he's dealing with. He does know who Dom is, but he's overly confident.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't give Dom any information.
He thinks he's untouchable.
He says, "Don't touch me." And he goes back on his creeper and slides under the car and says, "Say hi to your sister for me."
Yeah, he slides under there and leaves his crotch wide open.
And
Like, you're so vulnerable in a creeper.
yeah, that's what I mean. Too confident.
Yeah.
And Dom looks down
He could freaking, what do they call that? Curb stomp his nuts right now.
Ooh, I thought curb stomping. No, that wouldn't be a thing.
Curb stomping is like when you make someone bite the curb and then you
Right.
stomp there. Oh my!
So we don't have a curb
why is
here.
That a thing? Why
Or
did
a
humans
head.
invent that?
Oh, they've done worse things, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So it's not curb stomping.
No, I just meant
Just
he
stomping.
could stomp.
Stomping.
He could
But he
creeper.
doesn't.
He could creeper stomp his balls right now.
He does something better, I think. Creeper stomp. That's a new thing.
Was it earlier in the movie when we talked about people's hands being in, or was that last movie?
Oh, if you had your no, it was right here. It was this
But we
because
didn't
he
talk
pulled
about
the
this
guy
yet.
out already, didn't he?
We didn't talk about this yet.
When did this come up? Where he could have his hands reached up into the engine bay, and when he yanks the creeper out, didn't he pull him out before? Last time? Well, hold up.
No, because we didn't see any of this.
No, but the first time he talked to him, when he came in, he was under the car.
Oh, okay. So he pulled him out the first time.
Yeah, because that's why he said, "Don't
Oh,
ever touch me again." Well, Dom does touch him again. He yanks him right back out.
right.
Doesn't break his hands, though, because he didn't have his hands up in the engine bay. Lifts the guy off the creeper and throws him onto the hood of a car. What kind of car was that?
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a Mustang in the background.
I almost thought that this was a Mustang, but let's look. Oh, this is the garage that we saw the BMW in earlier, right?
Oh, yeah. A rare M.
All right.
That's a G35.
Yeah, but that's not the one that he throws
Oh,
the hood
no.
on.
It doesn't. I don't know.
I think it is
We
a
might
Mustang.
see
I
a
think it says Saline on the...
gold one. So he hits... There's an engine up hanging high in the air. It's a weird place to leave an engine. But
Hanging over the hood of a car?
a closed hood. So Dom throws the guy onto the closed hood. He hits the release on the engine hoist, so the engine just drops straight down
It's a
onto the
chain.
guy. Yeah, there's like a chain that's dropping on, but it goes up through a pulley. And so as the chain's flying up the slack, Dom grabs it last second
Yeah,
and grabs the entire weight of that engine,
a falling
and
engine.
a falling engine. So you not only have the weight of the engine, which is, I don't know, maybe let's say it's an aluminum four-cylinder. You're still talking
But that's
400 pounds.
That's a small block Chevy.
Is it? All right, 800 pounds.
Actually, what's red? Is it red?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a small block because, see the two middle...
What do you think it is? 600 pounds?
Oh, yeah, easy.
Plus it's momentum.
Right.
Because it just dropped for a second.
So,
But
times 9.8 meters per second squared. Velocity equals
3,000
horsepower
pounds
over.
of force.
Wow. You're
Yeah.
quick at that.
So Dom just grabs the chain that's flying past him and stops
He's not
the
even
engine.
looking. He's not even looking
He
at
just
it.
reaches back and grabs it. I mean, and it stops 3 inches from the guy's face.
And it
1
stops
inch. 1 inch from
on the
face.
guy's face.
Touching the guy's face.
I'm not
And
sure
the
what
guy's
this
like,
is, but it doesn't look like the bottom of an engine. It looks like a concrete block. You know, a bottom of an engine would have like a curved oil pan or something.
That could be the
but-
spot right at the transmission mount.
Yeah.
But Dom has some amazing strength to stop that engine from crushing him.
Yeah, and to hold it there, dude. If anybody normal would grab that chain, it would pull their hand up into the pulley.
Oh yeah.
There's no way you could
Or it'd slip
stop
through and rip your hand up.
it. Yeah,
You could not. It would lift you would easily lift your body up.
right.
But it works.
Yeah.
His plan worked.
Dom's the guy.
He scared
could
him.
have killed someone right then.
Oh, Dom
like
doesn't.
if he had to
make
like sneeze or
mistakes.
something while he was doing that, you know.
Well, at this point, if he drops the engine, it won't kill him. It would hurt. Might injure
At this
him.
point,
Yeah, because it's
yeah.
already touching the
but
guy.
when it was already going,
Oh yeah, crushed him. Completely crushed him.
and ruined the hood of the car.
It's not Dom, so he doesn't care about that.
Can you
Actually,
sneeze
that might
and
have
do,
saved him.
like, can your adrenaline keep you from sneezing? Interesting to think about.
How would you know? It's hard to test.
Yeah.
So this guy, do we know the mechanic's name?
Hillbilly.
All right, so Hillbilly is like, a Korean kid brought it in.
Right.
And he's
he's
talking about...
looking for the car that was made into nitrometh. I mean,
Yes.
was used, that
Now-
uses nitrometh.
Whose car had nitrometh in it?
The one at the crash scene with Letty.
Letty's car had nitrometh in it?
No.
Well, the other guy didn't crash, did he?
Right.
So why? I thought Letty's car burning is what left nitrometh on the road.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the other guy's car.
But does a car running nitrometh
Just
leave anything behind?
yellow ash on the ground
Yeah.
wherever it goes?
I don't know.
So somebody parked there for a
it's
little?
Running rich.
Well, you have to go with that. So a Korean kid brought it in here, and then he says,
David Park,
David Park.
who we already know.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
That's the guy they're looking for. It's a real guy. Now, Dom and Paul can corroborate.
Right. So Dom's not looking for David Park until now.
But and then he said it's a green Ford Torino, which is what we saw in his CSI flashback.
That's what Dom pictured.
Yeah.
A green
He
Torino.
was right. Ford. What did he say? A Ford
I just don't understand how that car would have left nitrometh.
full body.
Unless he got out, got his tank of nitrometh, dumped it on her car, and then lit it on fire. I don't know.
Does nitrometh burn, or does it just explode
I don't know.
like diesel?
There's like diesel. Yeah. Or it burns when it's compressed.
Oh yeah, that's so weird. You can just compress something and it
Well,
explodes.
diesel doesn't explode.
Right.
It only burns. And not easily.
No, it doesn't. You can't light it on fire.
You can. It's just hard to light on fire.
Oh.
It burns like vegetable oil would.
Oh.
Like slow and like you got to get really hot before it burns. But when you compress it, it explodes.
All right. So he's spilling the beans.
Yeah,
Now-
he says, "Please don't drop this on me." And then what do we get? A scene change.
Yeah, we don't know if how. He's like, oh, I literally can't lift this up.
Yeah. Now
Quick,
with this
get out.
dumb
Quick,
deal,
get out.
crank it back up. Now they have a really awkward situation.
Could you help me? Like, I gotta loop this around.
Yeah. I underestimated.
Hey,
the weight of
thanks,
it.
man. Thanks for the info. I'll see you later. Like, how does that scene end? That's what I want to see.
Movies do that, right? Where
Yeah,
they
a
leave the
lot.
guy in that like bad situation. They're like,
Right.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Scene change. We're in a diner.
Yeah.
There's a cake on the counter.
How often do you get cake from a diner?
Mm.
They always have it, right?
Do they? I don't. I don't ever order dessert. Usually
I
it's
know.
Double Down Doug. That guy orders dessert.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Penny Pincher Doug.
Yeah. Every time he goes out.
Really?
Oh, if there's a place Doug's gonna spend some money,
I
it's
mean,
on a nice dinner.
What's? Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
What's
With dessert.
What could be a penny pincher but be alliteration for Doug? Dime Dodger Doug.
Dime. What's something that's
Get it? Like he wouldn't even.
a dime dodger?
Yeah, he wouldn't even pay a dime. He would dodge that.
Dodge that situation.
Come up with an alliteration for a penny pinching Doug. And
Okay.
And we'll change his name.
We'll
in
make
the
it a competition.
Discord.
Whoever comes up with the best one wins a T-shirt.
Okay.
So submit them in the Discord, and we will choose one at the end of the month. How about
Sounds
that?
good. Yeah, it sounds good.
Best alliteration for Doug. Doug's new name. We're getting rid of Double Down
So it
Doug.
was Double Down Doug, but he's a frugal.
If you're not a Patreon, you can comment on our Instagram. and tell
Yeah.
us.
But you should be a Patreon, a
Yeah.
patron.
Remember, double our patronage, we double our prizes.
That's true.
Okay.
No prizes per episode. Wait, did we ever decide?
Yeah, and when's this episode coming out now? Mondays. Because you don't have anything to do on Sundays.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Well, then I could do Tuesday's episode on Sunday.
Yeah, but then Monday you get to work. You got this. You want to start off
That's
nice
true.
and easy.
That's
You
true.
don't have anything to listen to.
Yeah. But yeah. You'll see.
You know, Mondays are like not everybody's best day. This would really help brighten people's day up. Like, it's
Start your
Monday.
week
Oh,
off right. Start with
New Granny Shifting episode comes out tomorrow. All right. I love Mondays. Right?
Yeah. That could be. So now we're doing 2 episodes every Monday? Is that what you said?
Yes.
One in the
30
morning, one in the evening.
We're going to 30-second episodes. We're breaking this down 30 seconds at a time.
All right.
No,
so we're
none
in
of
the
that.
we're in the diner.
Yes, and we have Brian O'Connor and
Yep.
Mia
Thermopolis.
Thermopolis.
I mean Toretto.
What is it?
Toretto.
Is it Toretto?
Mia Thermopolis is from Princess Diaries. Maybe you forgot.
Okay.
Been a while since you saw that one, probably.
Yes. Good
So
movie, though.
she's saying I'm almost done and looking at her coffee.
So I guess they've been sitting there a while and
Yeah.
they haven't talked about it.
That's what I'm thinking.
And she does have that like classic. Well, no, that's not really that coffee cup you get at a diner. I feel
No,
like diners you get
It's like
those.
a teacup.
Yeah, you get like thick ceramic ones. The handles are a little too small to fit 2 fingers in.
That like you could drop a tray of them and they'd survive.
Yeah, they wouldn't break at all.
I have one up in my cabinet.
I kind of like them.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a diner.
Do you want me to get it for you?
Right now?
Do you know what it is? Do you remember?
No.
My diner mug?
Did you steal it?
No, I didn't steal it. I just didn't know if you remembered it being up there.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to drink coffee.
I'll post a
or
picture
something.
in the Discord.
That sounds exciting.
I'll post it to Instagram.
All right, she has more of like a thin
Perturbed.
ceramic one with little flowers on it, and it's like clearish like ceramic.
Yeah, definitely teacup. I'll say teacup. Maybe
Yeah.
she's having a nice
And you
Earl
don't-
Grey, maybe.
You don't want it looks cheap though, and you don't want to drop it. It'll break easily.
Yeah.
And it has a 1-finger handle. The worst. Like, come on.
What are you going to do with that?
You gonna pinch that?
I need...
Slide 1 finger and then the cup tips?
yeah.
She's full
If you just
handling
put like
it though.
one finger through, it's burning the front of that finger.
Yeah, and your knuckles under.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
Not
have
real
to
happy
hold
with
it
this diner.
around. You have to hold it around.
But
Anyway.
Mia's like, why am I here? Like, why did you
Right.
drag me out here?
Been
And you're
sitting
not
here for the
even
last
talking?
half hour, not talking.
Yeah.
And so Paul finally decides to speak. Brian.
Yeah. He's got
First
his
words
deep
he
blue
says.
eyes.
Yeah. Oh, they're so deep.
Deep blue.
So deep.
Ocean deep. Like black. No.
You know, he did,
it's
you
like
know,
shallow blue. Shallow Cancun water blue.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
See, that's more than
like
deep blue.
like pool water in Cancun.
Pool.
Nothing better.
Yes.
When
Warm.
we were in Cancun, the ocean was bad. Remember? It was like seaweed everywhere.
You get up, it's in your hair.
Yeah, it was in all of your hair. You know what I'm saying?
Your beard.
Right.
Your armpits.
Right.
Your chest.
I got my chest shaved today.
The whole thing?
No, just part of it.
You just trimmed it, or
I got-
what'd you get? Like defibrillated or something?
No, I got a heart monitor installed today.
In your at the doctor's?
Yeah. They're doing it's just a 24-hour thing. Don't worry.
You got like a battery in you now?
No, it's this little.
Why are they
case right
checking?
here.
Oh my word! Now you get like Ross. You got a little device in your pocket.
But
hooked
just
up
till
to you?
tomorrow. I gotta take it back in the
They're
morning.
just testing your heart.
Yeah, for 24 hours, make sure there's nothing wrong. Because I have this like issue with my head, and so I did an MRI and I did blood tests, and now I'm doing a heart thing. So
Which one?
nothing has come back negative or any problems yet. So
Which one?
which one? What?
Head.
Upper.
Oh, okay.
Anyways.
Interesting.
So she's like, okay, lift your shirt up. I need to attach this. And so she's like, oh, I'm gonna have to shave you. I'm like, oh, this is awkward.
Did she use like
It's
a
like this
straight
girl
edge,
and then
or
this other girl there watching, like training.
she good looking?
And she, yeah. I mean, you don't know.
She could be a listener, Ryan. So, did they use like a clippers?
No,
With no
it was
attachment?
it was like a really sweet. Like I want to buy one of these. It's like real small. It's like
Okay.
a beard trimmer, but it's like a real small battery powered thing that like the end looks like a regular, like blade,
Okay.
but it's like electric. So it's like ring, ring, ring.
Huh.
You know what I mean by beard trimmer?
No, I can't. Like clippers, like a little
So there's
clippers.
like a hair clippers, right?
Yeah, and there's a small version that's like a beard trimmer.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's like the end looked like the end of a razor. Like it was like thin
Oh.
and wide.
Could you cut yourself with it though?
I don't think so.
Oh,
the
I think I know
lawnmower.
what you're talking about. It's like I think I know what you're talking about. It's like
Yeah.
a hammerhead shark.
Yeah.
I think that's like a high-end clipper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she shaved my chest hair just in this spot.
What shape?
Heart.
A heart shape? Oh, that's nice. So you gonna be
So
all
I
right?
have three. I have
Am
three
I gonna
leads,
have to take
I have
this?
three, yeah.
I
I'll
have to
give you the
take
passwords
podcast?
to our
Okay.
yeah.
If I have to take over.
Yeah, to our
Alright.
Coinbase
like,
account.
we should have like, like if the president dies, vice president takes over,
Right.
right? So I'm like vice president. So, but who takes over if
We both die.
as vice president?
Who's our Secretary of State?
Yeah,
Wasn't it in the olden days
it's
that if the
probably
president died, the opposing president? No, it was people debated,
yeah.
right? The two presidents, and then whoever lost the election was vice president. That's how it used to be, right?
Oh, that would be cool. Then
'Cause
you have to
then
work
you-
together.
Yeah, then you end up with both parties in the
Yeah,
House
it'd make
or
more
in
sense.
the White House at the same
That
time.
makes more sense.
Yeah,
And everybody's a little bit happy. Like your guy still gets a say.
Right.
He still represents
right.
the people.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm thinking it would probably be Brad.
Sometimes. Yeah. Or Brian.
Brian. Yeah, who's a higher
Brian's
tier
busy.
right now?
Brian's busy.
But he drives. Brian drives out here once.
Yeah. Twice.
You know who would do it? Probably Scotty would do it. He'd
This guy.
step in
Yeah.
until you're back in full swing.
Yeah. If anyone's listening and they want to be Secretary of State to the Granny Shifting podcast,
Sign up on this.
let us know in a
Patreon.
5-star review.
Yeah, or with your. Well, yeah, it would be Scott. I think it's Scott.
He's the highest paying patron.
Yes. So we'll give it to Scott.
Yeah.
All right. But maybe you should just go back on carnivore diet.
This happened way before I was on carnivore. This is like from May of this
It's like
year.
headaches.
May of last year. No, it's like lightheadedness,
Oh yeah, I remember this.
dizziness.
Oh,
like,
that never went
sometimes
away.
I feel like I'm half drunk.
Yeah, like I remember you were on some like medication for that for a couple days.
Yeah.
You were really
I
sick.
took steroids for 5 days.
I could tell. Very muscular. You got
My testicles shrank.
Yep.
Yep.
All the acne. Yeah.
Yeah.
Went bald.
Anyways, so
grew
they're
a
still
beard.
trying to figure it out. And yeah, so
Well, I wish you the best.
thank you. It's been a good run.
We'll pray for you.
Thank you.
All right.
Anyways.
this is a good run.
Why did we
You've
talk
done
about
a lot in
chest?
your life, Ryan. It's
Yeah.
you think of all the things you've accomplished. You can't be upset.
And if I die, at least Mel has my Coinbase account.
Does she have your login? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
I just need the login stuff for your. Can I have your new graphics card?
Oh, sorry that I willed that to your son.
Oh,
Sorry.
he'll be happy about that.
Does he want to? Does he want a 1650? He can start collecting.
Just don't
parts.
tell him because he might take you out. He
Yeah.
really wants a gaming PC.
I'll
All right.
sell him a 1650.
People have no idea what we're talking about at this
All
point.
right. Well,
So we're still in the minute.
Oh, right.
We're 50 seconds in, and Brian explains why he brought her here.
yeah. I don't want you to get tangled up in this because I know that they're going to capture Dom.
Yes, he said they're definitely catching Dom. and
Stay away from him.
She doesn't want. He should know better.
Yeah.
She's not going to stay away from family.
She's like, after 5 years, this is what you're telling me? Not that, like, I'm sorry I left you and dated some random girl on the highway and drove to.
So we talked last minute about her not being in love with him anymore, and because of 8 years. Now it turns out it's 5,
oh,
and she
where
definitely.
did we get 8?
Well,
Oh,
you said
between
it's
the two
been
movies.
10 years between the movies. So
No, it's. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
then you came up with 8. I don't know. That's what you said. 10 minus 2 equals 8. 2 movies, 10 years. I don't know how you came up with 8,
That's
Ryan. You
perfect
said
math.
8, but it's 5, and I think she still has feelings because she's upset that this is how he responded. If she could care less about him, then she probably wouldn't care how he
You
responded.
mean if she couldn't care less?
If she couldn't care less, I don't know.
People say could. I could care less.
Okay,
I'm like,
then
oh.
careless.
So you do care some.
That's one of those. Is that your pet peeve when people say that
That's
wrong?
my bugbear. Yeah.
Bugbear. I don't know what that is. We don't need
That's
to look
like
it
the
up. We
British
need to finish
version
this
of pet
minute.
peeve. Yeah. It's a
Ah.
long. I hope I'm recording somewhere.
And that's it. She said that's what you have to say after 5 years.
Yeah. We get the subtitle of the next spin in, but we're not
We'll
gonna
save
go there.
that.
Yeah, we'll save that.
All right, tune in 1 week. See how much easier this is?
Wow, that's. I feel a load
Tune
off my
in
shoulder.
next Monday to find out what does she say to him next, and he responds how.
In Adventures in Fast and Furious. Thanks for listening. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And always remember.
Winning's winning.